Wait for that noise to fucking stop.
It's never gonna stop.
Hey vlog! What's going on, guys? So today we are doing something super fun. If you follow us on Instagram or Snapchat, which we'll link down below, you would have seen that we are doing a Q&A. So we asked you guys what you wanted to know, and we got a bunch of questions. 50% of them are by the same people. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start this Q&A off.
What is the biggest lesson learned from moving out of your parents' house?
That's a good one. I think the biggest lesson for me moving out of my parents' house was responsibility, honestly. You don't think about shit, like having to buy toilet paper or paper towels or, you know, just like wanting certain things that have always been there, but you have to buy now.
My biggest lesson from moving out of my parents' house. I don't know.
Are you loading?
Just handling things like an adult. I feel like even though I was like 18, 19 when I lived in my parents' house still, I still kind of acted like I was in high school. So biggest fear.
Mine is real people in general. So just to give some insight, so when I go to like the movies and I see like a scary movie that's revolving around like ghosts or like something like that, it genuinely does not terrify me nearly as much about thinking of like true crime horror stuff, because I am so terrified of what real people can do.
Yeah, my biggest fear is pretty much that I'll be like in an abusive relationship, but she would love to get out of it. What's your greatest accomplishment?
As of right now, and I feel like it definitely changes, it is successfully like keeping the vlog going.
My greatest accomplishment is honestly, I don't know. It's because I didn't go to college, and that was like the most disappointing thing for everyone in my life, but look at me now. Look at me now. I live downtown.
Cheers. What is your most embarrassing moment growing up?
I peed my pants on stage during His Kids concert. I was in 3rd grade. I was like on stage and I was like peeing, but I stayed singing. I said the show must go on.
I was at a sleepover with one of my best friends. Ooh. And this was like after You Should Stop Peeing the Bed. I think this was like 3rd grade. I remember I had like woken up and I had peed, right? And I literally, somebody called me out on it, and I dead ass got a cup of water, poured it on the bed, and I said, it's water.
I peed my pants once too, just from like laughing so hard, and then I like got myself a cup of water and like spilled it on myself.
Who is your favorite superhero?
I mean, everyone knows.
Everyone fucking knows.
Captain America and Black Panther.
My favorite superhero is definitely Spider-Man. Has been since I was like forever. What would you guys do if you could swap bodies for a day?
Probably just sing everywhere I walked.
I would walk around like the baddest, tallest bitch you've ever seen in Denver.
I would be legitimately so scared down there. What is the meaning of your favorite color and why?
I like black, and honestly, it's because it makes you look skinnier.
My favorite color is olive green. There's not really a meaning behind it.
I just feel like they're both cosmetic.
Yeah.
We're not like that deep. Yeah.
Like, what is your dream job?
My dream job is definitely doing what I love in 3 different areas. Either the vlog, singing, or photography.
My dream job is being a stay-at-home mom. If you could live anywhere, where would you live? Honestly, here, but in a bigger apartment.
That'd be cool.
The mountains.
New York and Germany.
When is the man-bun making a return?
So if you guys didn't know, I had a horrible man bun. Some people really are into it, and some people really are not. I don't know. I felt like I was at the time, but now looking back, I just hated it. I don't think I'd ever go back to an undercut bun. When is your man bun coming back?
Soon. What is your favorite tattoo?
Oh, my new one.
Same. I'm talking about Zach's favorite tattoo. That one's
So I like this one right now.
so cute. I only have one tattoo. That's why I chose Zach's favorite. Favorite song at the moment?
Lovin' is Easy by Rex Orange County.
Loving is easy. You have me fucked up.
We need a dancing moment.
How was Tori? Question mark.
Tori was amazing.
Favorite vine. Honestly, this changes for me so often.
Yeah.
But I think like my all-time favorite vine is Hurricane Tortilla. Whoa.
more like Hurricane Tortilla.
Mine is this one. You know what I'm talking about? I love that one.
Single question mark?
I am not single.
What's it like to have an absolute goddess as your best friend?
You know, it's really hard sometimes because since I'm so short, I really get overlooked a lot.
All-time favorite memory of us from Ames Mills. My favorite memory of you is when you tried to fight basketball dad.
My favorite memory was scaring the absolute shit out of you. I jumped out of my window and ran all the way around my house and you were standing at my doorway.
What do you love about yourself the most?
I would say my voice though. Not my talking voice. I would say my singing voice.
I would say, I don't know, either my nose piercing or my eyes.
Alright guys, this is gonna be our last question.
What was your hardest goodbye in life been so far?
I think overall, my hardest goodbye was leaving Maryland. And at the time, it was like literally the most heartbreaking thing. And still is in some parts, but like for the best now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have the same experiences, but I would say that.
Maybe saying goodbye to my sister when I moved out. Which it wasn't really that much of like a goodbye, but at the same time I was going from like living together and me walking across the street to her room saying, let's go to the movies. So like, she takes like planning effort, the fuck?
Did you just say walking across the street?
Me walking across the street to her room.
Alright guys, that's it for today's vlog. Sorry it was all over the place, but you subscribe. You know what it is. If you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. And leave us a comment and let us know any other questions you would like to know. And we'll go ahead and be responding all day, all night, every day, all night. Just kidding, we will be responding though.
Oh, that eyelashes on my face right now.